Welcome to the Positive Productivity Podcast, episode number 25.
Welcome to Positive Productivity Podcast, where we empower our audience to achieve and appreciate personal and professional success, especially in the face of adversity. Listen in as our guests reveal their stories of challenges and hurdles and how they overcame defeat and became triumphant in their endeavors. Let's get motivated and move forward with your host, Kim Sutton.
Welcome back to another episode of Positive Productivity. Today I want to talk to you about a question I am asked frequently, which is, how do you do it? If you've been listening to previous episodes, and I really hope you have, you know that I am a mom of 5 in a busy household, which is often ruled either by my 5 kids or by the 3 cats and a dog we have creating a circus around us all the time. If you want a glimpse at what this circus looks like, coming up in one of the future episodes, there will be a blooper episode. It should, for the most part, be swear word free. However, you will hear tons of chaos that goes on. Maybe chaos is too strong of a word, but some of the racket that goes on around here while I am in the midst of recording episodes. Anyway, I am often asked, how do you do it? How do you keep on going? Where do you find time to sleep? Most of the time, I don't have a good answer. Just yesterday, I answered this question, positive thoughts. I have never been through a small business startup or journey into an entrepreneurial lifestyle as a single person, as a woman with no children, as a woman with no outside commitments. I have either been full-time employed out of my home, a mom of 1 with another on the way, a mom of 2 with another on the way, or now a mom of 5. I don't know what it's like to start a business with 24/7 all to myself. So if you are sitting there wondering how you are going to do it, how you could possibly find time to start a small business, or to pursue your dreams, whether or not that includes starting a small business, I want to ask you, what's your excuse? Just recently, I was a guest on the No Excuses podcast with Max Ivy and Frederick Bai, and I love the whole concept behind this show. Despite all that I have going on in my life every day, I look around and I see people who have so much more going on in theirs, and they are making huge things happen. It doesn't matter if you have $100,000 sitting in your checking account or $0. It doesn't matter if you have 24 hours available in every day, and I just want to remind you, you should be taking time to sleep, or if you have 10 minutes available in your day. Each of us has no excuse to not pursue our dreams. Dreams don't have to require dollars or hours. Sometimes those first steps only require a pen and paper. Hey, in my case, sometimes I pursue my dreams with sick kids on my chest and my smartphone by my side while I'm using my voice recorder to put text into Evernote. Again, this isn't using anything extra, although you could argue that the cell phone and Evernote could cost money. But there are very basic tools which cost little to no money that you can use to get your dreams off the ground and moving forward. I understand there's going to be listeners who listen to this episode and are just shaking their head thinking, she doesn't know a thing about my life. What does she know about what's going on? If this is you, I challenge you to visit my website at thekimsutton.com/pp025, that's for episode 25, and tell me what your challenge is. Tell me what your excuse is and why you can't move forward. And I am going to challenge myself to come up with a workaround for you. If I've inspired you to take action and give up excuses, I want to invite you to visit the website as well. Let me know what action you are going to take in your life. I also want to invite you to join the Positive Productivity Mastermind, a free group on Facebook where you can connect with other people just like you who are taking action today to make the most out of their dreams. There will be a link to the Facebook group in the show notes, but you can find it at facebook.com/groups/Positive Productivity Mastermind. Again, you can find the show notes at thekimsutton.com/pp025. Today, I want to encourage you not only to give up your excuses, but I also want to encourage you to go listen to Max Ivey's podcast. You can find it on iTunes, the No Excuses Podcast, and I'll have that linked up in the show notes as well. And leave him a rating and a review. Trust me, you'll be inspired to take action after you listen to Max as well. Until the next episode, have a positive and productive day. Hey, this is Kim Sutton, host of the Positive Productivity Podcast, and I just want to thank you so much for listening to this episode. If you enjoyed what you heard and you want to share with others, please feel free to do so. I'd also appreciate your comments, your reviews, your ratings, and you can do that on iTunes or Stitcher, or even by clicking through to my website at thekimsutton.com and just leave a comment down below the podcast. I also want to invite you to send me questions at any time that I can address on one of the future episodes. To send me a question to address on a future episode, just visit my website at thekimsutton.com and click on the contact tab at the top. Again, thank you so much for listening to this episode, and I wish you a day filled with positive productivity.